Have you ever felt that there's someone in your life who consistently makes you feel uneasy, as though they're subtly undermining your happiness? Even if you're a genuinely kind person who believes in the goodness of others, the reality is that not everyone shares your values. Sometimes we encounter individuals whose intentions are far from pure, and recognizing them can be crucial to protecting ourselves from harm. Imagine a world where you never have to second-guess someone's motives or analyze their actions. Unfortunately, that's not the reality we live in. Many people around us may not only be indifferent, but could potentially have a harmful impact if we don't learn to identify and handle them properly. This is especially true when these individuals are people we consider friends, colleagues, or even family members, making it even more challenging to spot their true nature. In this video, we'll delve into the clear signs that indicate you might be dealing with a harmful person. From subtle behaviors that you might not notice immediately to more overt and obvious traits, we'll explore each sign in detail. Understanding these indicators will help you recognize individuals who may pose a threat to your well-being and give you the tools to protect yourself from their negative influence. If you've ever had doubts about someone's behavior in your life or felt unsure about the intentions of those around you, this video is for you. We'll guide you through the signs to watch for and offer practical advice on how to safeguard yourself from these harmful individuals. Be sure to hit the like button if you're ready to gain valuable insights into dealing with such people and to equip yourself with the knowledge to enhance your life. So, let's dive into the 9 signs that could reveal whether someone next to you is truly a bad person. By learning to identify these red flags, you can take proactive steps to protect your emotional and mental well-being. Join us as we uncover these crucial insights and empower yourself to make informed decisions about the people in your life. 1. They display a lack of empathy. One of the most telling signs that someone might be harmful is their inability to empathize with others. Empathy is the ability to understand and share the feelings of another person. It's what makes us human. It allows us to connect with others on a deeper level and respond to their needs with kindness and understanding. However, a harmful person often lacks this essential trait. They may dismiss your feelings, downplay your concerns, or even mock your emotions. This lack of empathy can manifest in various ways, such as ignoring your distress when you're going through a tough time, or failing to acknowledge the impact of their actions on others. These individuals often appear cold, detached, and self-centered. They might feign concern or sympathy when it benefits them, but their true colors show when they are inconvenienced or bored by the needs of others. Over time, their indifference can lead to significant emotional damage, especially if you're someone who relies on them for support. This emotional void can be deeply draining, leaving you feeling isolated and unimportant. 2. They are manipulative. Manipulative behavior is another red flag. Harmful people are often skilled manipulators, using deceit, guilt, or coercion to get what they want. They might twist your words, play the victim, or use flattery and charm to influence your actions. The goal is always the same, to control you or the situation to their advantage. These manipulators are masterful at making you question your reality. They may gaslight you, a tactic where they make you doubt your own perceptions, memories, or sanity. Over time, this can erode your confidence and leave you feeling confused and dependent on them for guidance and validation. For example, they might convince you that your concerns are overblown or that you're being overly sensitive. By doing so, they deflect attention away from their behavior and place the blame squarely on your shoulders. In relationships, this can lead to a cycle of control and dependence where the manipulative person gradually takes over more aspects of your life. 3. They are habitual liars. A person who frequently lies, even about insignificant matters, can be dangerous. While everyone may tell a white lie now and then, a harmful person will lie consistently, often without any clear reason. Their lies are usually self-serving, designed to protect their image, manipulate others, or gain an advantage in a situation. The problem with habitual liars is that you can never be sure if they're telling the truth. This creates a relationship built on shaky foundations where trust is impossible to establish. Over time, the constant dishonesty can wear you down, making you feel insecure and uncertain about everything they say or do. These individuals might also use lying as a way to create conflict between you and others, spreading falsehoods or exaggerating situations to drive a wedge between you and those you care about. This divisive behavior often leads to isolation, making it easier for them to exert control over you. Before, they are quick to anger and blame others. Harmful people often have short tempers and are quick to anger, especially when things don't go their way. They may lash out over minor inconveniences or perceived slights, often taking their frustrations out on those around them. This quickness to anger is usually accompanied by a tendency to blame others for their problems. For instance, they might accuse you of being the cause of their bad mood, or they might blame external factors for their failures, while never taking responsibility for their actions. This refusal to accept accountability is a hallmark of a harmful person. Instead of looking inward and addressing their own shortcomings, they project their issues onto others, creating a toxic environment where you're always walking on eggshells, trying to avoid triggering their wrath. Over time, this kind of behavior can lead to emotional and psychological abuse, where you're constantly made to feel as though you're the problem, even when you're not. 5. They exhibit controlling behavior. Another major sign is controlling behavior. Harmful people often try to dominate those around them, dictating how others should think, act, and feel. This control can manifest in various forms, from micromanaging your decisions to isolating you from friends and family. They might insist on knowing where you are at all times, who you're with, and what you're doing. While this may seem like concern at first, it's actually a way for them to exert control over your life. Over time, this behavior can become more restrictive, leaving you feeling trapped and powerless. In some cases, they might use more subtle forms of control, such as making you feel guilty for wanting to spend time away from them, or for having interests that don't align with theirs. This coercion often leaves you feeling like you have to choose between their approval and your own happiness. 6. They are constantly negative or critical. If someone is always negative or critical, it can be a major drain on your mental and emotional well-being. Harmful people tend to focus on the negative aspects of life, often criticizing others harshly, whether it's about their appearance, choices, or achievements. This constant negativity can be exhausting to deal with, especially if you're someone who values positivity and support. These individuals may never have a kind word to say about anyone, including you. They might belittle your accomplishments, mock your goals, or dismiss your feelings. This relentless criticism can chip away at your self-esteem, making you feel inadequate or unworthy. In relationships, this negativity can be particularly damaging. A person who constantly puts you down or undermines your confidence can make it difficult for you to believe in yourself or pursue your dreams. Over time, you may start to internalize their criticism, leading to a cycle of self-doubt and insecurity. 7. They are jealous and possessive. Jealousy and possessiveness are often signs of deep insecurity, and when these traits are present in someone's behavior, it can be a red flag. Harmful individuals may become overly jealous of your relationships with others, whether they are friendships, family ties, or romantic connections. They might try to isolate you from others, insisting that you spend all your time with them, or forbidding you from seeing certain people. This possessiveness often stems from a fear of losing control. By keeping you close and limiting your interactions with others, they ensure that you remain dependent on them. This can lead to an unhealthy dynamic where your world becomes increasingly small, revolving solely around the harmful person. Jealousy can also manifest in more subtle ways, such as them making snide comments about your other relationships or questioning your loyalty. This behavior can create tension and distrust, often leaving you feeling as though you have to choose between your relationships with others and your relationship with them. 8. They show a lack of respect for boundaries. Boundaries are essential in any healthy relationship, but harmful people often disregard them entirely. Whether it's emotional, physical, or even digital boundaries, these individuals tend to push limits and violate your personal space or privacy. They might go through your personal belongings, invade your privacy online, or dismiss your need for time alone. This lack of respect for boundaries is a clear indication that they do not value you as an individual. Instead, they see you as an extension of themselves, someone whose needs and desires are secondary to their own. Over time, this behavior can lead to feelings of suffocation and a loss of personal autonomy. For example, they might constantly text or call you, expecting an immediate response, or they might show up unannounced at your home or workplace. This behavior can make you feel as though you have no control over your own life, leading to anxiety and stress. 9. They take pleasure in others' misfortune. Perhaps one of the most disturbing traits of a harmful person is taking pleasure in others' misfortunes, whether it's gloating over someone's failure, enjoying the drama of others' problems, or feeling satisfied when others are unhappy. This behavior is a clear indication of a toxic personality. These individuals may mask their delight in others' misfortunes under the guise of concern or sympathy, but their true feelings often slip through in the form of smug remarks or a lack of genuine empathy. This trait can be especially damaging in relationships, where the harmful person may sabotage your efforts or belittle your achievements in an attempt to keep you feeling down. Taking pleasure in others' pain is not just a sign of a harmful person, but also a clear indication of deeper issues such as envy, bitterness, and a profound lack of compassion. Being around someone who exhibits this trait can be emotionally draining and damaging to your own sense of well-being. Recognizing these signs is the first step in protecting yourself from harmful people. It's important to remember that everyone has flaws, and no one is perfect, but when someone consistently exhibits these behaviors, it's a clear indication that they may be toxic to your well-being. If you recognize these traits in someone close to you, it might be time to reevaluate the relationship. Your mental and emotional health should always come first, and sometimes that means distancing yourself from those who bring negativity and harm into your life. By identifying and addressing these behaviors, you can take control of your life and surround yourself with people who support and uplift you. Always remember, you deserve to be treated with respect, kindness, and empathy. Take the necessary steps to protect your well-being, and don't hesitate to seek support from friends, family, or professionals if you need help navigating these difficult situations.